And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. Tonight, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs as they play against the Washington Wizards at Capital One Arena. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And here is our race for Rookie of the Year. You can feel the excitement around this group. So much potential. You look at Johnson getting his feet wet early in the year. Just outside that top 5. He's a rookie to track the rest of the way.
And this year's rookie class could be special. We have players who already make an impact every time they take the floor.
Boy, at this point, it looks like it's going to be quite the race for Rookie of the Year. Still very early, but it looks like we've got several worthy candidates.
Here's the starting group for the San Antonio Spurs. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Devin Vassell, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5, down low. All right, Grant, when your team is in the second game of a back-to-back, do you play it differently?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A. Easy enough for the 7-footer. Sarr bringing the house down.
Wembanyama screen. Fox the pass to Wembanyama. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Castle for 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Now here's Johnson. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
When you can get to the rim as easy as Wemby can, you might as well add a little extra something to it.
Johnson against Castle. And it's Stephon Castle with a foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Outside Johnson. Shot clock at 5. From downtown. Rebound by San Antonio. And they are the winners of 24 consecutive games, which ties the record set by those dominant Warriors teams back in 2016.
What's striking to me about this incredible streak is that in the course of a season, you might have an injury, you might have a bad shooting night, maybe your defensive game plan wasn't strong at the outset, and yet they grind night after night, come up with different ways to win. The commitment it takes to be on this kind of run is something else.
They get it again. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Wembanyama. And here's Vassell. Second chance shot. Rebounded by Johnson.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
Well, Grant, this is the third season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
Misses, and the dry spell continues. San Antonio leading by 7. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Brian Keefe. I wanted to know what his defensive scheme was against De'Aaron Fox, and he told me we need to limit transition opportunities because that's when he's really dangerous. Speed is one of his biggest strengths, so we need to slow the game down to our pace. Let's see if they're able to accomplish it. Back to you, BA.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Let's make some noise for your Wizards answer.
taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And it's not the kind of trend he wanted to see, but that's what happens over the course of almost any career. Coaches around the league have learned all your tendencies, and let's face it, playing for as long as he has takes a toll on the body.
Now here's George. Still no points. To the middle. Here's McCollum. Doesn't go for him. Oh, some solid defense from Fox. Wembanyama, pass to Antetokounmpo. Yep, that one goes.
They're really working the paint now.
Wizards trail by 11. McCollum outside. Pass to George. Outside Johnson. Washington again can't hit.
Now, how about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
Wembanyama, pass to Fox. Back to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keith. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And a quick look at the 2K leaderboard, showing which teams have really been controlling the glass over the last month. The Spurs, number 1.
And last month, this team was active on the glass. Really put forth an effort to box out and track down misses.
George against Vassell. Middleton looking around. 6 to shoot. It's Johnson with a drive. George for 3. And another miss by Washington. On offense, here is San Antonio. Outpacing them right now, a 15-2 run. On the wing, Fox. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Wembanyama, off his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. And the Spurs making a change here. Harper's checked in. Wembanyama against Sarr. Wembanyama, pass to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Back to Wembanyama. Oh! Wembanyama throws it down.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
It's McCollum with a drive. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Pass to Harper. Back to Antetokounmpo. Inside. Stolen by Sarr. George against Vassell. The kick out to Johnson. And here's Sarr. Making a mark on the offensive end. Scoring around 13 a game. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Middleton. Poke loose. The 3. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
And Middleton has so much confidence in his jump shot, especially from the three-point line.
And stolen by Middleton. McCollum outside. Washington moving the ball around. Middleton outside. Launches a 3. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio.
Harrison Barnes.
So for Washington, Bagley comes in for Chris Middleton, and it's Coulibaly in for Johnson. And San Antonio also making a switch. Wembanyama's checked in. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards. Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
From C.J. McCollum.
1:35 left in the first quarter of the game. Wembanyama, screen on McCollum. And it's Fox missing.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
Pass to Bagley. Now here's McCollum. Puts up a three. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
From deep, Harper. And he buries his first look.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
The Wizards trail by 15. George outside. Sara screen. Three-pointer. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the inside. Stolen by Sara. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Coulibaly. Fires the three. And Sar with the basket. On the assist by Coulibaly. Sar's got 9.
There's still a developing part of Sar's game, but he looked confident with that triple.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Wembanyama.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
McCollum finds Sar. And again, Washington with a triple.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Corey Kispert out there with Whitmore. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. Then there's Carlton Carrington. And it's Bagley in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the group for Washington right now.
Yeah, spot-up shooting, one of Barnes' really strong suits offensively.
Bagley, a screen on Johnson. Whitmore goes in. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. Waters is checked in for San Antonio.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Outside Coulibaly. Bagley sets a screen, goes up on the wing, and it's Coulibaly missing.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Wembanyama, the pass to Johnson. San Antonio moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. Wembanyama. Oh, he is cooking right now. 10 for 11 from the field.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Pass to Carrington. Left side, Whitmore. And here's Bagley, covered by Wembanyama. Bagley, no good. And Wembanyama has the ball here for the Spurs. A 17-point lead, their biggest. Harper passes to Wembanyama. Here's Waters. Let's go with a three. And it's Whitmore with the rebound.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to Harper. Here's Waters. Coulibaly defending. Bagley against Johnson. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, flat-out dominant score. Wemby's ability to capitalize from anywhere on the floor is what makes him so dangerous.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So for Washington, Middleton is checked in for Kispert. Johnson comes in for Whitmore. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Carrington. And San Antonio also making a switch. Castle's checked in for Waters. Three minutes of action thus far in the second. McCollum, the pass to Bagley. And here's Middleton to stop the drought. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
He's just able to score from anywhere on the floor, but Barnes loves that high percentage area.
McCollum looking it over. Clock at 6. Washington needs to get off a shot. Unloads. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat-out take over. This is impressive.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Okay, it's important to focus on what matters. All-star and multiple champion Draymond Green said winning has taken a backseat nowadays with a lot of these kids. They care about all the wrong things. I hope they understand that this league is about winning games at the end of the day. Back to you, Brian.
It's all about results. Okay, Allie, good stuff. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And Washington making a change here. Sarge checked in.
One of the most popular players in the world the moment he entered this league, Wembanyama continues to grow his fan base.
To the inside. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Johnson. There's McCollum with the three. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 16th rebound on the night.
Boy, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
Pass to Sarr, looking to end the run. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
If that jumper could become a consistent option for Sarr, he's going to be a dangerous player in this league.
Here's Wembanyama. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 4 rebounds now. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. For San Antonio, Antetokounmpo's checked in for Johnson. And Fox is subbed in for Harper. Pass to Middleton. Now here's McCollum. Takes it inside.
Fiery drive by McCollum. Going in hard and finding himself a foul on the way to his shot.
It's his first trip to the line.
Third team foul.
First free throw is good. Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama.
C.J. McCollum.
And so the San Antonio Spurs in total control, up by 29 going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Back after this.
Please direct your attention to center court.
Good to be with you. Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Oh, I ask you, I'm a little tired.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the San Antonio Spurs.
I obviously love.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
And just halfway through this contest, he's already registered a double-double.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And on the floor for Mitch Johnson starting the second half. Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Wembanyama. And it's Fox in at the 1.
Sarr is playing with a lot of confidence, not questioning himself, just using his size to keep finding buckets. Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Back to McCollum. There's the triple. The rebound by the Spurs.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
San Antonio moving the ball around. Castle outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Castle outside. Takes the 3. They get the rebound. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Washington's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. McCollum against Fox. Inside. And finished off by Sarr.
It's all clicking right now for Alex Sarr offensively, and this team loves to see him attack when he's cooking.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Wembanyama. Fox up top. McCollum defends. Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Sarr finds Middleton. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. And Doors, even in the latter stages of his illustrious career, this coaching staff trusts Chris Middleton to create offense.
Well, one of the reasons you hear that, B.A., is Chris Middleton is the very definition of a solid basketball player. He can play with the ball in his hands. He can get off the ball and knock down shots at a high level. We've seen him under duress of big-time championship moments make every right read. It's never a bad decision to give him the basketball.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Antetokounmpo for 3. Rebound Washington. Up top, McCollum. He's covered by Fox. The kick out to Johnson. Looking to end this cold spell. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
Why even try in there against Wembanyama? I mean, it's just too difficult.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Vassell. The shot's good. Vassell's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
McCollum, the pass to Johnson. McCollum with a screen on Castle. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With great mobility and the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Johnson inside. He's guarded by Castle. And down it goes. 2 points. Sarr's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
Fox, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Wembanyama, screen on Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
McCollum finds Johnson. George, a screen on Castle. Pass to Sarr. It's George on the wing. No good on the triple. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Wembanyama. And they double up Antetokounmpo. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And now a peek at some of the players competing for a spot in the dunk contest. All of them true dunk artists who can do some spectacular things in the air.
And I can't wait to see what these guys have dreamed up this year. The level of athleticism and creativity that goes into this contest is what makes it so incredible to watch.
Well, you look at Castle, and I could see him moving even higher up in the ranks. He's certainly a talented guy up in the air.
He is for sure, but this list is just packed with real aerial artists. This dunk contest is really going to be something special.
And as All-Star Weekend gets closer, we'll of course update you on how things are looking. But this year already promises plenty of standout performances.
Yeah, this is going to be a dunk contest you don't want to miss.
Castle against Johnson. From the high post. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Yeah, too much Wemby. I mean, just too strong down low.
And the Wizards with possession here. McCollum outside. Pass to Johnson. They set the pick. Five to shoot. From the elbow, Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Yeah, and this is the kind of impact Wemby makes offensively because he can score in just so many ways.
Middleton finds Johnson. And here's McCollum to win the drought. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got his fourth assist in this one.
These kinds of defensive breakdowns drive coaches crazy.
Pass to Vassell. Wembanyama, screen on George. Count it. Vassell's gotten 4 this quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
McCollum, the pass to George. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Fox. To the middle. Oh! Wembanyama throws it down.
I'm always worried about Victor's head hitting the rim.
And finished off by Sarr.
Well, he's still battling, doing everything possible to keep them in this game.
Wembanyama, screen on McCollum. To the paint. Stolen by Sarr. In transition, here they come. And McCollum slams it in.
Oh, I love how McCollum moves in transition, just has a strong sense of where to position himself.
Wembanyama up top. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
He's their go-to. They keep calling his number, and he delivers.
Johnson passes to Sarr. And here's McCollum. Fires high post. That shot off the mark.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
Oh! Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, the dunk by Wemby might be the most effortless dunk you'll see.
Middleton outside. George outside. Pass to Middleton. Now McCollum lets it go from deep. McCollum with another miss. And there's the lob. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Throw it up to the rim and let Giannis hammer it home. Never a bad idea.
Now McCollum. To the left side wing. Middleton finds Sarr. Back to Middleton. Just 5 to shoot. Here's McCollum. The Wizards with another miss. The Spurs shooting has been incredible, 72%. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. So Washington going with an almost entire new group here. Bagley's checked in for Sarr. Whitmore comes in for Middleton. Coulibaly, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Carrington in for McCollum. San Antonio also making some changes. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Vassell. Keldon Johnson comes in for Castle. And it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. Right side Bagley. Buries it down low. San Antonio's going 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw.
And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one to walk into enemy territory. And all right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Allie LaForce.
And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And in just a moment, we'll hear from our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for De'Aaron Fox.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. And for the Spurs, filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Antetokounmpo. And it's Fox in at the 1. Now here's Williams. That shot missing. Nice defense by Vassell. RJ, we have never seen a player like Victor Wembanyama. In your opinion, what's his potential?
Wemby has so much potential, it's scary. The number one thing that can stop him from being one of the greats of all times, in my opinion, is injury. After that, there is nothing that is stopping him from being one of the most dominant physical specimens we've ever seen.
Now, here's Vassell. Here's Wembanyama.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to Williams and what he wanted to see from his team defensively against him. He told me we just have to be aware of where he is at all times. The second you lose sight of him, that's when he'll torch you. We all got to be on the same page. It seems like Williams will be a central focus for them tonight. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Hartenstein with the screen on Fox. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Well, when you send him to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
Giannis passes to Wembanyama. Right side, Fox. Holmgren with the steal. Pass to Williams. And that comes off the assist by SGA.
Lethal in that area. Williams has the athletic ability and finesse to score in so many ways.
It's Wembanyama at the elbow. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Castle missing. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul already, and that's going to force
some changes here for the Spurs. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Johnson comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Harper in for Vassell. And then for Oklahoma City, Wiggins is checked in for Hartenstein. Alex Caruso comes in for Holmgren. And it's Mitchell in for Dort. That ties the game. And it's 7 points for Dylan Harper.
Superb focus from Harper on that shot, absorbing the contact well.
So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Mitchell. Jalen Williams is out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Wiggins in at the 5, roaming the paint. Outside, Fox. It's Wembanyama, top of the key. And Wembanyama throws it down.
talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
SGA kicks to Williams, and the Thunder another three.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Wembanyama, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander, and stolen by Wiggins. Caruso against Castle. Caruso, the pass to SGA. Wiggins from outside, and that comes off the assist by SGA. SGA's got 5 assists tonight. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
SGA kicks to Wiggins, and the rejection by Wembanyama. 2 on the clock. The shot by Williams, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Wembanyama passes to Fox. Wembanyama, a screen on Mitchell. Victor Wembanyama.
Short trip to the rim for Wembanyama. That's a nice finish.
Pass to Caruso. And here is Williams. Back to Caruso. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Johnson. And then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Wiggins. Holmgren comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Mitchell. Taken away by Williams. Holmgren finds Williams. Buries the long-range jumper. And now an 8-point Oklahoma City lead.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Dort against Harper. To the inside. And Wembanyama throws it down.
There is no stopping that. Wembanyama with the forceful finish.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Up top, Dort. Holmgren kicks to Dort. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. His second miss of the game still has him shooting 8 for 10. And truly, RJ, some luck for the Spurs in recent drafts.
Yeah, they've jumped into the top 4 in 3 straight years. And with 2 straight Rookie of the Years, they've done a good job with those picks.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Fox. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's SGA. He gets that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 22 points.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Giannis passes to Wembanyama. Wembanyama going to town inside.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Fox with the steal. A shot off that time. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort attacking. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. In this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
And even though they're one of the top teams, they dropped the season series to this squad. So sometimes matchups play a role.
Barnes, he's checked in for the Spurs. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Caruso's checked in. Outside, SGA. Just 5 on the clock. Tries again. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Thunder lead by 6.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
When Wemby is feeling himself, he is as deadly as any player on the planet.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Harper. Gilgeous-Alexander puts it up and through.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. If someone stops him, just let him roll.
Going to Wembanyama, any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by the Spurs. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Wembanyama passes to Antetokounmpo. In the corner, Castle with it. Spurs working the ball around now. Barnes looking around. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Pass to Dort. Back to SGA. Dead-eye shooting from Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Here's Giannis. The 3. Barnes can't get it to go. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander driving, and it's in there.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
San Antonio's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. San Antonio again missing. And SGA has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Wembanyama passes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Wembanyama. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Vassell comes in for Barnes. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Harper. Mitchell, he's checked in for the Thunder. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Hartenstein.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
For Oklahoma City, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Thunder out in front. They're up by 7. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
And please direct your attention to center court. And get ready.
And welcome to halftime. With the All-Star festivities around the corner, here are the favorites to take part in the dunk contest.
This is a good list, but I want to see a 35-year-old category. Let the vets have some fun, too. Come on, man. Well, you need to lower the...
And shifting gears, back to the half we just watched. SGA, outstanding.
If any...
And that is a wrap. Now...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Fox and Castle are their guards. Antetokounmpo is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Vassell in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Wembanyama outside. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama. Gilgeous-Alexander against Wembanyama. Williams inside. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thanks so much for the report, Shams. They get it again. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Here's SGA. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Antetokounmpo against Holmgren. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And last season, the Thunder with the best record in the NBA. And Greg, the best point differential in NBA history.
How about eclipsing the 71 Lakers that were led by the great Wilt Chamberlain and Jerry West? And OKC started that season as the youngest team in the league. Needless to say, we've never seen anything like it.
Kicks it out to Holmgren. Hartenstein inside, defended by Wembanyama. Hartenstein passes to Holmgren. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 32 points in the game.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
In the corner, Castle with it. The wide open look here for Fox. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Thunder leading by 9. Tipped away and stolen by Castle. An easy 2 points on the layup. Castle's got 5 points so far.
Smart bucket by Castle. Get out and run.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, Victor Wembanyama.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams kicks to Dort. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hartenstein. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6th block.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Over in the corner, Dort. And the 3 off target. Spurs trail by 7. Wembanyama finds Fox. The 3-pointer off the mark. The Thunder have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the 3rd. Pass to Williams. And here's SGA. He's got 32. The kick out to Williams. Now Dort. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Got 1 on Holmgren.
Oh, Giannis getting the defender to bite. That's a patient move, earning himself a trip to the line.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. And one thing, Richard, you note about this Spurs organization is their stability.
Yeah, the same governorship for 3 decades. The front office has been in place for almost as long. Now Mitch Johnson has taken over as coach, but it was a smooth transition, not a big shakeup.
To the middle, he's looking for Wembanyama. Jackhammers it in.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Screen by Hartenstein. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Down low, here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Back to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Well, you know your low-post players are going to take a lot of trips to the foul line. So it helps to have big men who can drain free throws like this group can. Fifth on the list, Victor Wembanyama.
And a lot of these big men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line with them. I mean, that makes them very hard to handle.
Yeah, because you know if you're spending the majority of your time in the paint, you're going to get to the line a lot. So it serves you well to hit your free throws.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Williams. Kicks it out to Holmgren. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Wembanyama with it. Williams picks him up. Wembanyama passes to Antetokounmpo. The shot's good.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Thunder.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
Fox against SGA. And the layup's good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Coach Mark Daigneault talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said, we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it, and if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Kevin?
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Loads it up for you. Oh, Giannis up high and down hard.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
At the top of the key, Williams. SGA on the wing. Guarded by Fox. Shot clock at 3. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Vassell outside. Back to Giannis. Here's Wembanyama.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. San Antonio making the switch here. Harper's checked in. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Thunder. Mitchell comes in for Dort. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Oklahoma City. Outside Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
And that one's good. Wembanyama.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Inside. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Fox passes to Wembanyama. Wembanyama sets a screen for Giannis. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Mitchell passes to Williams. To end the run. And the layup is good. Williams has got 18 points in the game.
Yeah, Williams much more physical than most think. He can get through that contact.
Mitchell with the steal. And here's the fast break. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Wembanyama against Mitchell. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. A three-pointer, no good. Under trailing by 3. Williams passes to Mitchell. Now Holmgren. Scoreless thus far. Mitchell outside. He blocks it again.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
GA, he is not messing around in this one. Different look for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Holmgren. Wiggins comes in for Williams. And it's Isaiah Joe in for SGA. Shot clock at 2. The deep 3 from Mitchell. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
What impresses me about Wembanyama is his amazing coordination. How is this possible at 7'4"? Come on.
Williams finds Mitchell. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Now Wiggins. Pass to Caruso. There's a good screen. Jacks up a 3. And it's Wiggins missing. Spurs leading by 5. Antetokounmpo passes to Wembanyama.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
To the paint. Nifty move. Caruso. And balls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Hey guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Stolen away. Mitchell with it. 5 points in the game. 46 seconds left in the third quarter.
And Caruso's athleticism just jumps out to you, especially when he's up there finishing.
San Antonio's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Fox outside Harper. On the clock. Vassell outside. From downtown. The offensive rebound. Back to Harper. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Goes back up. Giannis making his presence felt down low.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Spurs leading by 5. So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Wiggins, Alex Caruso out there with Jalen Williams. Then there's Isaiah Joe. And it's Mitchell in at the point. Wembanyama looking it over. Here's Castle. Harper in the corner. Mitchell with the steal.
He's committed only one turnover through halftime, but he has been far more careless with the ball in the second half.
Down low, and Wiggins throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Harper, chalk up 2 there, and the Spurs lead by 5.
Strong footwork from the rookie. Harper able to get the better of the defense there.
Pass to Joe. Offline with his 3. And it's Barnes with the ball for San Antonio. Wembanyama passes to Barnes. Wembanyama sets a screen for Harper. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Harper. Wembanyama's got the lead up to 7 now for the Spurs. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Harper. Wiggins from outside. A rebound by the Spurs.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Thunder trailing by 7. Pass to Williams. Lets it go from deep. Trains the three-pointer. Williams has got 21.
And another one. That's 5 total threes on the night from him so far.
Over in the corner, Barnes. Kicks it out to Johnson for the 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. To the inside. And stolen by Castle. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Lays it up off the glass. Wembanyama has got 4 points now in the quarter. And look at how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And they've also shown great effort defensively tonight. They closed out on shooters and really got their hands up on multiple shots.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Castle. Here's Johnson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
And that one falls for Johnson.
A solid all-around player. Johnson can be plugged into any lineup. Why? Because of his versatility.
Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Isaiah Joe. Caruso, a screen on Vassell. And he bangs it home with one hand.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it. He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
To the inside. And it's Wiggins missing.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Vassell against Mitchell. Pass to Castle. Here's Wembanyama. And they pick up 2. Wembanyama's got 47 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Williams. Here's Wiggins. He can't get that one to fall. Good defense by Wembanyama.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Barnes. And stolen by Wiggins. Here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Just having his way on that one. Williams is showcasing a well-rounded offensive game, piling up the points.
Wembanyama, a screen on Mitchell. Offensive rebound. From deep, Johnson. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Harper, he's checked in for Johnson. And then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein comes in for Wiggins. And it's Chet Holmgren in for Alex Caruso. Pass to SGA. Clock at 6. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. And it's Barnes at the elbow. Wembanyama, a screen on Hartenstein. Here's Castle. And he goes in for the tie.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Hartenstein with the screen on Castle. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Off target with his 3.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Drills it from outside. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 39.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
Despite his relatively quiet night, they are still winning, and that just shows this team is more than just about one guy.
Outside Williams. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Devin Vassell.
And Williams inviting the contact there with the pump fake. He is not afraid of getting physical.
And that one falls for Williams. A different look now for San Antonio. Giannis, he's checked in for Barnes. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Harper. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Dort's checked in. That one misses.
And Jalen Williams' game is unique. His combination of power and finesse, you don't see that many with that skill set.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball call.
And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Pass to Williams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Hartenstein. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Hartenstein's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, nice dish by Williams. An aspect of his game that's sometimes overlooked, but Jalen is really good at making the right read.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
SGA passes to Williams. There's another block, making his presence felt on this end.
He's holding down the fort, anchoring the defense.
Giannis kicks to Vassell. From outside, off the mark.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. The fadeaway uses the glass to drop it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 41.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he could really use some help.
SGA against Fox. Now Wembanyama connects again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
He loves to get rid of it. Fox has a nose for the open man.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer. Good.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous-Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
Wembanyama, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Wembanyama. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Hartenstein.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First one falls for him.
We've already run out of ways to describe Wembanyama. Alien, freak, superstar, probably not anything from this world.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, sticks the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. Onto the Kumbo. Oh, strong tip in.
Boy, the length of Giannis to get to the miss, and then the offensive ability to do damage afterward.
Holmgren fires, and down goes the three.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
Now Wembanyama. Good. Lays it right in there.
If Wemby wants to be one of the greats, this is where he will be judged. And what a big shot to add to his resume.
SGA against Fox. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered closely. Good work there as it goes down.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
On to Tacumbo. Holmgren rips down the rebound. There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. And here are the Spurs. 3-point lead. Onto Tacumbo outside. Outside Vassell. And the three misses.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Lou Dort. The long shot, no good. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That'd pretty much do it.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. 6 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
Fires the three. That's off.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
And let's be honest, guys. Rebounding is about want. And he is playing with 110%.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
At guard, 6'6", number 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, it wouldn't be Christmas without NBA basketball. It's the gift of game day, Grant.
It is. Every player grew up watching these Christmas games. about playing in them one day. And these games are a highlight of the regular season.
All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Wembanyama out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Fox in at the point. 4 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And here's Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Vassell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo outside. Fades. Dort grabs the miss. Here's Oklahoma City now. Now SGA. Back to Dort. Fox against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
And it's Fox missing.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Back to Holmgren. Three-pointer. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And that's 26 straight for them now. Only 2 other teams have ever won more games in a row.
Well, it's really unbelievable. I had a 10-game win streak with the Magic as a head coach, and I'm trying to imagine more than doubling that kind of a run. It's really unthinkable, the amount of consistent good fortune and effort that it takes to do something like this. Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time down the floor.
Holmgren, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein a screen. Inside. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Dort for 3.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
Stan, the big man, Victor Wembanyama, has set a new standard for shot blocking.
Yeah, look, B.A., we've had some great rim protectors in this league, but he can also do it on the perimeter. I've seen guys turn down three-point looks because he's standing in front.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at Oklahoma City, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
When I look at San Antonio, they're the best team in the league. No surprise at all. I mean, they have the talent. They will be a factor in the title race.
Pass to Hartenstein. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
Yeah, you need to know where Wemby is. If he's anywhere close to the rim, it's really tough to score.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts, well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
A 6'6 playmaker. SGA has a great view of the floor.
Castle on the wing. Wembanyama, high post. Back to Castle. Shot clock at 3. Spurs need to get one up here. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
Up top, Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Outside, Williams. 4-3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. Castle outside. Antetokounmpo looking it over. To the inside. Dort with a steal. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with a screen on Fox. Here's SGA. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Hartenstein. Dort outside. Pass to SGA. Not enough on that one as it misses. Spurs trail by 6. Antetokounmpo outside. And here's Vassell. Wembanyama, screen on Williams. Fox outside. To stop the drought. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, with time running out, Fox stayed calm on that one. Converted to beat the clock.
Hartenstein with a screen on Vassell. Down low. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
These are his first free throws of the game. And that one falls for Hartenstein. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, after winning the title, OKC secured their future. Significant extensions this summer for Chet Holmgren, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and both of their Jalen Williamses. The Thunder are building something for the long haul, guys.
An exciting young team. All right, Shams, thank you. Now, here's Williams. No points so far. And out of bounds, San Antonio will have it. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about Victor Wembanyama and what he wants to see from his team defensively. And he said, I want to see us knock him off balance a little bit. Be tough, physical. That's how you get into his head, and that's how you frustrate him. Expect to see a lot of defensive aggression against Wembanyama tonight. Back to you, Brian.
And Allie, thanks. And that one's good. Wembanyama's got 6. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Outside Mitchell. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Wembanyama, screen on SGA. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Well, strong play by Vassell inside. Getting him a look this close is almost a sure bucket.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at the Spurs, they've been outstanding halfway through this season, looking cohesive and playing for one another. And of course the Thunder, pretty far behind right now.
Checking out San Antonio, many of us experts earmarked them as favorites this season. You know what? They have not disappointed thus far.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
Here's Antetokounmpo, following the 3 by Oklahoma City. And stolen by Williams. Hartenstein passes to Williams. Here's Hartenstein. 9 points in the game. Outside, Williams. 4 on the clock. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Antetokounmpo. Here's Hartenstein. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Barnes. Lets a three fly. Hartenstein pulls it in. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. 4-point game. Williams misses. San Antonio's gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Vassell. Outside Wembanyama. And a nice finish on the layup. Wembanyama's got 8 points.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Outside Mitchell. Back to SGA. Pass to Hartenstein. Takes a three. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
A naturally gifted shot block. Wembanyama just has that sixth sense for detecting incoming shots.
Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Joe comes in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Vassell.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to Holmgren. Now here's Williams. Outside Joe. Beyond the arc. Drops in the three. And the Thunder lead by 3.
He is such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Now here's Barnes. He's scoreless and stolen by Williams. Caruso outside. Williams against Wembanyama. Outside Joe. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. And here's Caruso outside. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Barnes. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. San Antonio shooting their first foul shot of the game. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City.
Harrison Barnes at the line for 1.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the opening quarter. Mitchell, the pass to Holmgren. Here's the pick, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, that's already his second foul, and that puts the coach in a tough position.
Number 21.
San Antonio has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Wembanyama, screen on Mitchell. Harper passes to Wembanyama, kicks it out to Barnes. Fox feeling it out a bit. From deep, Harper. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Isaiah Hartenstein making it happen for the Thunder. Between his scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. More. And welcome back, one and all, for more NBA Christmas Day action. And from what we've seen, a different look for Oklahoma City. Jalen Williams comes in for Wiggins, and it's Lou Dort in for Joe. San Antonio also making some changes. Wembanyama comes in for Cornette, and Stephon Castle subbed in for Harper. And so in the game for the Spurs, Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. Williams passes to Caruso. Dort, a screen on Fox. 3 on the clock. Mitchell finds Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Wembanyama, screen on Mitchell. Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Outside Barnes. Johnson against Caruso. Castle outside. Fires for three. San Antonio again can't hit. Thunder leading by 4. Pass to Dort. Now here's Williams. Last game, 26 points for him. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Now Mitchell. He's got 5. Holmgren with a screen on Fox. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Mitchell. The miss. Spurs trail by 4. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
Williams up top. He's guarded by Barnes. Tries a 10-footer. Williams misses.
Well, he was in attack mode, but it's hard to score with a man in your shirt.
Pass to Castle. Now Wembanyama. Williams defending. Barnes with a screen on Mitchell. Mitchell against Fox. Oh, Fox! No stopping him!
Yeah, even with the defense smothering him, Fox stays composed and gets it to go.
Back to Mitchell. Outside for Dort. Mitchell, a screen on Castle. Pass to Caruso. There's the 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Here's Castle. Outside Barnes. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So for Oklahoma City, Williams has checked in for Chet Holmgren, and SGA subbed in for Caruso. San Antonio also making some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Johnson, and it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does it all. He said, once I made an emphasis to try to affect the game on both ends of the floor, I have found myself having success. So for me, it's just a want to. Coach Mark Daigneault said he wants to win, and if you want to win, you have to do the invisible things. Back to you.
A two-way talent. All right, Allie, thank you. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. SGA looking around. Back to Mitchell. They need this. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Spurs lead by 4. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Castle outside. Wembanyama, screen on SGA. Launches it. Castle misses. Oklahoma City has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. Williams, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Williams finds Williams. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
Outside Wembanyama. And here is Antetokounmpo. Giannis going downhill. Wembanyama, pass to Antetokounmpo. From behind the arc. Dort grabs the miss.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. The shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Castle. Dort for 3. Rebounded by Castle.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
Pass to Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Great touch from deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Wembanyama against Williams. Wembanyama screen. Castle for three. No good.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Williams. Soft touch off the glass. And the Thunder lead by one. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Back to Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Williams from long range. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
To the middle. Oh, Wembanyama reaches up and throws it down.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
Castle against Gilgeous-Alexander. Right side, Williams. Over on Antetokounmpo. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Mitchell.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren comes in for Mitchell. San Antonio also making some changes. Vassell, he's checked in for Barnes. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Harper.
Well, this is why Wembanyama is such a nightmare. The size, the speed, the touch, he has it all working.
On the wing, SGA, he's covered by Fox. Gilgeous-Alexander against Fox. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
Well, that's the kind of defensive play you need to win ball games. Great block from Wembanyama.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Fox against SGA. Pulls it. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. On the glass, he was an absolute tyrant, just owning the boards. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the San Antonio Spurs.
They've been choosy when hunting for shots, guys. I like that. Trying to capitalize on every single possession.
Yeah, you love the consistency in their approach. Really methodical. Okay, fellas, now we'll look at the sharpshooters lining up for the three-point contest.
Some really interesting names here. So many great shooters in the league. That said, I know who I would pick.
Thanks for joining us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Thunder trail by 5. Pass to Dort from deep. pure from three-point range. Dort's got himself on the board with a three there.
Yeah, talk about a guy who made himself into a solid three-point shooter. Lou Dort.
Antetokounmpo finds Wembanyama. Wembanyama with the easy two.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Now here's Williams. Outside for Dort. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home. Dort, the pass to Hartenstein. Holmgren with a screen on Vassell. Here's Williams. Banked it in off the glass. Williams has got 7 points.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort against Castle. Holmgren outside for the lead. Chet from range.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
Castle against SGA. Six to shoot. Looking to get back on track. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Castle. Antetokounmpo outside. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Stolen by Castle. On the wing, Vassell. Williams defending. Vassell passes to Antetokounmpo. Wembanyama up top. Pass to Vassell. Here's Castle. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Williams. Here's Wembanyama. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And now a 3-point Spurs lead. And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
Well, he's having his way inside, so they've got to figure it out. Time to talk it over.
And now we get a second to view the top scoring teams in the league. Number 1, the Thunder.
We knew the scoring talent on this team would be tremendous, but they may have even exceeded our own expectations.
SGA against Fox. Williams looking around. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
Here's Fox. Antetokounmpo for 3. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Fox. Williams with it. 7 points in the game. Outside for Dort to end the drought. Good work defensively by Castle.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Fox, and that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA's got 7 points in the game.
There's so many facets to SGA's game. He's equally good from all 3 levels.
Inside. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. SGA passes to Williams. Back to SGA. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. 3-point lead. Pass to Wembanyama. And here's Vassell. Wembanyama, screen on Williams. 5 on the clock. Vassell. And the shot's good. 6 points for him.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Dort outside. Back to SGA. Oh, some solid defense from Fox.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Wembanyama double-teamed. Antetokounmpo for 3. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the hammer.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
Williams against Vassell. Pass to Wembanyama. Count that one. And that's now 30 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. And San Antonio also making a switch. Harper's checked in. On defense, San Antonio. Outside, Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein a screen. Shot clock at 6. Mitchell, the pass to Hartenstein. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Taking a look at some numbers here for Victor Wembanyama. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for San Antonio.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
Yeah, another thing, this offense came in aggressive, driving into the lane, forcing the defense to try to adjust. So far, the defense hasn't had enough of an answer.
Good on the second one. Here's Harper. He's got 6. To the inside. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Yeah, flat-out dominant score. Wemby's ability to capitalize from anywhere on the floor is what makes him so dangerous.
Holmgren outside. The 3. Drains the triple. Holmgren's got 13.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. Here's Wembanyama. 32 points in the game for him. Clock at 6. On the wing, Vassell.
Oh, just pesky. I mean, Williams stayed on him and didn't give an inch.
Vassell can't get it to go. Here's Williams. Pass to Mitchell for the tie. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Offensive rebound. Oh, the big follow by Wembanyama.
They have no answer defensively inside.
So it's Oklahoma City now. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with a screen on Fox. It's SGA with a drive. And it's Hartenstein. That time on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And Shai's playmaking is really exceptional. Highlighted there with the perfect pass.
Wembanyama, pass to Fox. Wembanyama, screen on SGA. Wembanyama, no good.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those 2 guys.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams from long range sinks the tray. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
The 3 is up. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Just staying with it. Wembanyama saves the possession.
Oklahoma City trailing. Holmgren outside. Williams from long range. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Brian, back over to you.
Sharing the rock. Allie, appreciate the report. Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
So for Oklahoma City, Wiggins, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Caruso comes in for Will. San Antonio leading by 5. So on the floor for the Spurs, Castle and Johnson are on the wings. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. And it's Harper in at the 1 spot.
That's about as automatic a shot as you can get. Nice jam from Wembanyama.
Mitchell, the pass to Williams. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 4th assist in this one.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, his 2nd since halftime.
Down low. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Yeah, the dunk by Wemby might be the most effortless dunk you'll see.
Pass to Mitchell. Outside for Dort. Dort, a screen on Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Caruso, the pass to Williams. This one for 3. Caruso misses.
And they've committed to controlling the boards, and it's paying dividends.
They get it back. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got his first bucket in this one.
And you have to admire the effort that Castle plays with. I mean, he's a willing rebounder.
Here's Williams. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Wembanyama screen to the paint. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Wembanyama's got 42 in the game. Mitchell, the pass to Williams. The 3 ball. No luck on that one. And Wembanyama has the ball here for the Spurs. They played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Johnson passes to Wembanyama. Here's Harper. Here's Barnes. Oh my goodness!
Out.
Fired at home.
Oh, indeed.
Nice.
A smart pass right there by Harper. I like whenever he looks to set up his guys like this.
Williams in the post. He's guarded by Barnes. Jang. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Barnes finds Wembanyama. Outside Johnson. San Antonio moving the ball around. Wembanyama, screen on Dort. The 3 from Barnes. They get it back. The kick out to Johnson. And he rebounds again. This kind of effort is amazing.
Simply put, he will not be denied.
Barnes passes to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And he'll spend some time on the perimeter, but at his core, Wembanyama is best inside.
Barnes against Williams. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Back to Barnes. Outside Johnson from the arc. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, that's a nice bit of space, and Johnson was locked and loaded for that catch-and-shoot jumper.
Williams in the post, working on Barnes. Pass to Jang. Here's the 3. Knocks down the triple.
Yeah, he loves to distribute. Caruso, very much a team-first guy.
Timeout called. Mitch Johnson. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. For the Thunder, Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Jang. Holmgren comes in for Jalen Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. San Antonio also making some changes. Giannis Antetokounmpo is checked in for Barnes. Vassell comes in for Johnson. And Fox is subbed in for Harper. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
Allie, thank you. Fox against SGA. 20 feet out. Fox, that's good. And the Spurs lead by 13.
I just love watching Fox shoot it. Something about a lefty. They just make it look so pretty.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Mitchell's checked in for Dort. And stolen by Hartenstein. Pass to Caruso. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Oh, yeah. Caruso has major spring to his game.
Takes a step back. Oh, Giannis, a rim rocker.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Thunder trail by 13. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. SGA against Castle. Pass to Mitchell. For 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Fox. And out of bounds, San Antonio will have it.
Well, look, plays like that are exactly why they find themselves in such a deep hole.
So for Oklahoma City, Williams comes in for Caruso, and Joe's subbed in for Mitchell. Antetokounmpo finds Castle. From outside the arc, Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Williams on the wing. To the wing on the left. The 3 from Holmgren. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Wembanyama. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Williams from long range. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
Well, coming out of the half, he's been much more aggressive, helping them space the floor.
Pass to Castle. Wembanyama screen. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Man, you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
SGA passes to Hartenstein. Now here's Williams with the drive. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Stephon Castle. Lou Dort, he's checked in for Joe. The free throw drops for Williams. And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, B.A. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court. Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Here's Holmgren. Fires the three. Holmgren sinks it from the corner.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Holmgren against Antetokounmpo. Left side, Wembanyama. Now Fox. Vassell. Antetokounmpo. Rejected by Holmgren.
Yeah, premier shot blocker. Holmgren may be slight of frame, but he's never running from the fray.
Hartenstein with it. Fox picks him up. Oh, Fox with a steal. Castle against Dort. Wembanyama. Oh, he jammed it.
And there's really no such thing as a safe lead. I mean, this is still anyone's game.
SGA against Fox. Outside Holmgren. Hartenstein with a screen on Fox. Here's Hartenstein. Another chance, and it's good on the lay-in.
And lately, this guy is finding points. I mean, just a beautiful second chance bucket right there.
Well, he's been doing a great job of making something out of nothing, especially on the offensive glass.
Holmgren there for the rebound. Thunder trail by 6. Williams. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams outside. Beyond the arc. Wembanyama rips down the board.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Wembanyama, screen on Hartenstein. Now Wembanyama, and got it! Another basket!
Putting on a scoring clinic.
Hey, it's become an old habit. He's tied for the 4th most 50-point games in a single season.
Think about this. This is his 9th 50-piece, tying the great Wilt Chamberlain. Kobe's 10 is next up at 3. Man, good whistle there.
Second team foul. At the line for your Oklahoma City.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 7. And Dort hits them both.
A perfect trip to the line narrows the gap.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Wembanyama double team. And the double on Wembanyama. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Just 5 on the clock. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Spurs.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Yeah, no matter how you slice it, Giannis is a force on the floor. The power, the scoring, the rebounding, the defense, he gives you everything.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Here's Holmgren. Jacks up a 3. Wembanyama rips down the board. And so it's San Antonio with the W. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean,
all right. Thanks, Allie. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Let's take a look at the numbers for Victor Wembanyama.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Markkanen and Kessler man the post position. Then it's Keontae George. And it's Hendricks in at the small forward. And for the Spurs, filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Antetokounmpo is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Fox in at the point guard. And the Jazz start out with the ball. Oh, what a fun matchup, Doris, we have here tonight, featuring 2 teams that love to shoot the 3.
And we continue to see more and more of this in today's NBA, Kevin. Both of these teams have the green light to fire with any sliver of space from deep. This should be a shootout.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Sensabaugh. Markkanen against Antetokounmpo. Clock at 4. And shot on the way. Here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
You simply have got to box out Walker Kessler. This guy gets a lot of his offense from second chance opportunities.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And here we go. Giannis heading to the hoop. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
A big-time slam by Wembanyama. This is why you got to push him out of the paint.
Pass to Markkanen. That 3 off the mark.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Castle. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
Now George, guarded by Fox. Here's Sensabaugh. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
Kessler always looking to score down low. A nice finish inside.
San Antonio with the ball, following the bucket by the Jazz. Floats it up for Wembanyama. Stolen by Kessler. Here's Sensabaugh. Down low. Kessler with the bucket. Kessler's got 6.
Man, you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
Well, a late first-round pick, Doris, back in 2022. Walker Kessler proving he was a sleeper. He has shown a lot for sure.
Oh, no question about it. We are talking about a guy who's got size. He's consistent on the backboards. But there's an offensive arsenal there that maybe was a bit unexpected.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight, and he said we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Kevin, back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. Here's George after the made shot from Lauri Markkanen. Back to George. Shot clock at 5. Shoots. Wembanyama with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Vassell right side. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for George. He's putting up about 21 points per, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch. Someone the other players look up to.
Wembanyama against Kessler. Sends the ball no good. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. This team is firing on all cylinders with the win streak tying the Heat's 2013 record of 27 wins. How many more wins will they be able to string together?
This is truly an all-time streak, and we're not talking about just for this franchise. We're talking about in the history of this league. The consistent dominance is something so rarely seen. You have to keep reminding yourself to settle in and watch these guys work.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
George passes to Kessler. Here's Sensabaugh. Castle covering. Markkanen a screen on Fox. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
What a play from Lauri Markkanen. Doesn't let the foul affect him at all.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Barnes comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Harper in for Stephon Castle. Now, here's Vassell. Hasn't made one yet. Launches it. Rebounded by the Jazz. On this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Here's George. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Hendricks passes to Markkanen. From deep, George. Rebound, San Antonio. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here's Vassell from the arc. Another shot. It's hauled in by George.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Spins. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. And Utah has possession. 6-point lead. Pass to Sensabaugh. Shot clock at 6. Utah needs to get off a shot here. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Wembanyama passes to Harper. Back to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
There's no stopping that. Wembanyama with the forceful finish.
That's where a screen on Harper. George with the ball. He's picked up by Harper. They get it back. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And a miss there on the triple.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Now, here is George. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Count it. Good. Sensabaugh's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Spurs trail by 4. And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, Keontae George demonstrating right there he's a team-first guy. Teammate open, you put it where it needs to be.
Here's Fox after the basket by Utah. Wembanyama, no good.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Markkanen looking it over. Pass to Kessler. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
He runs so well for his size. Wembanyama knows how to finish on the break.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Johnson's checked in for San Antonio. And now the 2K leaderboard. If you want to talk defense and talk block shots, just have a look at these teams, what they've done the last month. Number 1, the Spurs.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Now, here's George. Pass to Collier. In the corner, George with it. 6 to shoot. There's the lob to Markkanen. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And Markkanen, a big-time athlete. Set that lob up in the air and he'll finish.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Wembanyama, a screen on Markkanen. Utah leading by 6. Here's Collier. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, Greg, hadn't this been a fun season so far? And it feels like the highlights just become more and more spectacular.
And that's because these guys are so competitive, trying to constantly one-up each other. And the fans are the beneficiaries.
Wembanyama with it. He's covered by Kessler. Here's Fox. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Kessler's setting the pick for Bailey. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
To the paint to stop the run. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Going to Wembanyama, any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight.
Pass to Kessler. Here's Bailey. He's guarded by Johnson. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Utah. Jusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Walker Kessler. Kyle Filipowski comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And Mikhailuk's subbed in for George.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Here's Collier. He's guarded by Harper. High post, Nurkic. Jazz passing it around. They set the pick. Pass to Bailey. The 3. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Now, here's Nurkic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Jazz making a switch here. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Harper. Shoots the 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Fires for 3. No good there.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Jazz leading by 7. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Collier the point with Bailey on the wing. Anderson is out there with Kyle Filipowski. And it's Nurkic in its center. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Trailing by 5. Bailey with the ball. His last outing, he had 8 points. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that it takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Back to you, Kevin.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. Anderson can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 5. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
Jazz leading by 5. Pass to Collier. Now Bailey. And finished off by Bailey.
And no shortage of agility for Bailey. He just leaps up to the rim.
Harper the pass to Wembanyama. Here's Champagnie. Inside. Knocked away. Johnson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Now, while we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up, let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You got to love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
And you look at Markkanen, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
So it's the Jazz now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's Collier. No good on the triple. Spurs trail by 7. Wembanyama, left side. The second effort. Rebound by Nurkic. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Collier. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. There's the pick. From 17 feet out. And that one comes up a bit short.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Wembanyama passes to Harper. Nurkic against Johnson. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Bailey. Jazz leading by 7. Pass to Collier. Now Filipowski. 9-point game his last outing.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line. Stephon Castles checked in for San Antonio. Fox comes in for Harper. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Utah.
No, they're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Here's Fox following the three-pointer by Utah. To the inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at San Antonio, they're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, there's the Jazz. They have a lot of ground to make up. Giannis, he's checked in for the Spurs. Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen. Great D that time from Giannis. Spurs trail by 7. Castle, no one around him. Sinks the triple. Castle's got his first 3 points of the game.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
Here's Collier. Nice ball movement by Utah. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. Guarded by Fox. And it's Collier missing.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Antetokounmpo against Kessler. From deep, Johnson, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got his 3rd assist on the night. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, the Jazz have traded away a lot of their veterans.
A different look now for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Luke Cornett. And it's Vassell in for Harper. And Utah also making a switch. Sensabaugh is checked in. George passes to Markkanen. Back to George. Kessler, screen on Fox. And Kessler throws it down.
Wow, Kessler punishing the rim on that finish.
Wembanyama, a screen on Markkanen. Wembanyama passes to Vassell. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Off the mark. Had a chance to trim it to single digits. To the paint. Pass to Sensabaugh. Outside, George takes the 3. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And 1:01 left in the first half of the game. Clock is at 3. Baseline jumper.
And the fast hands from Fox on defense. He never lets up on the pressure. Really makes you work for the shot.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed. Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Markkanen sets the pick for George. Shoots over Fox. The shot by George, no good.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
Fox finds Giannis. Now Castle. Fox a screen on Kessler. Vassell inside the line. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
And so it's the Utah Jazz holding an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Welcome, everybody. We'll get things going with a look at who might be participating in the upcoming three-point contest.
I can see a number of different guys in the three-point contest. Every team in this league has a number of great, good shooters.
And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Spurs.
One way.
And that is it for halftime, folks.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
Fox and Castle are their guards. Antetokounmpo out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5, down low. And that's the 5 to begin the second half for Mitch Johnson. Here's Sensabaugh, guarded by Fox. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And sometimes Fox just can't be contained. I mean, he plays with so much heart and passion and terrific scoring even when he gets bodied up.
And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. He gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Wembanyama, a screen on Markkanen. Here's Vassell. George with the steal. The 15-footer. Rebound San Antonio.
Boy, he hasn't helped them much tonight, but they've gotten a lot of productivity from other players.
And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Antetokounmpo. Pass to Kessler. Down low. Here's Sensabaugh. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's.
This is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you've made 1 of your first 4 shots.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
And it's Markkanen, top of the key. Nice ball movement by Utah. Fox against George. Markkanen from outside. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Giannis automatic inside.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there. Number 1, the Spurs.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Markkanen against Antetokounmpo to the right side. Sensabaugh, no good. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Vassell against Markkanen. Here's Kessler. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Stolen by Markkanen. Pass to Kessler. Here's Hendricks. Covered by Vassell. Wembanyama against Kessler. Here's Sensabaugh. 4 on the shot clock. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
This guy hit a couple of threes in the first half, but since then it's been a little bit of a struggle.
Wembanyama, no good. Jazz have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Pass to Sensabaugh. And here's George. Here's Hendricks. Three-pointer. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Castle against Kessler. Vassell outside. Driving in. Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. George against Fox. George sets a screen. Hendricks off target from three-point range. San Antonio trailing here. It's Vassell on the wing. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. He gets it in there. Fox has got 5 points in the quarter.
And no doubt Fox has a scorer's mentality. He is constantly in attack mode.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Victor Wembanyama. The past month has been surreal, averaging 40 points. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there. And that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
Outside, George. The shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by Fox. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Misses the three. Utah trailing here. Pass to George. Here's Markkanen. Jazz passing it around. Here's Sensabaugh. Castle covering. Lets it go from 11. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Doris, you were a great ball handler in your day. So with that in mind, do you think players are carrying the ball too much now?
Yeah, this is such a hot topic. Carrying the basketball is when the ball ends up directly on the palm. The closest we get to that is what we call the hang dribble for players. They're trying to extend the possession so that they can read the defense. To me, that's the only point of concern.
Harper, he's checked in for Stephon Castle. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Jaylen Brown and the Boston Celtics. And then on Thursday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Warriors, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Pass to Kessler. Back to George. Kessler the screen. To the middle. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Kick out to Giannis. Back to Wembanyama. Second chance effort. Hendricks pulls it in. Jazz trail by 4. And here's George. He's got 12. Here's Sensabaugh. Back to George. Pass to Collier. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Wembanyama passes to Giannis. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Jazz shooting a meager 37% for the game. Here's Hendricks. Here's Collier. He's got 8. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Obviously, this hasn't been his strongest quarter, and they need more contribution from him.
Wembanyama passes to Vassell. Back to Antetokounmpo. A pass to Fox. Shoots over Collier. Offensive rebound. Jazz trail by 4. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Here's Fox. And again with the rebound.
And he's just eating glass right now.
Greg, 30 rebounds in this one.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Spurs.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there. They are challenging them and getting it done.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And it's a strong accomplishment. Third best in field goal percentage. He just refuses to take bad shots. That's why his coaches love him. Wembanyama passes to Fox. And Wembanyama with the flush.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
And last season, the Utah Jazz DB finishing with the worst record in franchise history.
And that, Kevin, is a striking contrast from a period of time where the Jazz, one of the league's winningest teams. But you start to lose in the hopes that you can get high draft picks. But for all of that losing a season ago, they slide in the lottery, and patience is required yet again.
Spurs passing it around. Harper the pass to Wembanyama. Here's Giannis. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Giannis. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
How about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. Guarded by Fox. Nobody near Nurkic. And it's off from three-point range. Wembanyama passes to Antetokounmpo. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They grab their own miss. Pass to Collier. Now Nurkic. Oh, the rejection by Wembanyama. A different look now for San Antonio. Harrison Barnes comes in for Devin Vassell. And it's Johnson in for De'Aaron Fox. Goes up off the inbound. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Stephon Castles checked in for Antetokounmpo. Markkanen, he's checked in for the Jazz. San Antonio leading by 8. Castle with it. Wembanyama sets a screen for Castle. The kick out to Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. Harper the pass to Wembanyama. Rebounded by Bailey. Jazz trail by 8. To the inside. And one. That one goes careening off the glass.
With his height and instincts, net protection comes easy for Wembanyama.
That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. That's 36 points for Victor Wembanyama. At the elbow, Nurkic takes the assist and lays it in. pick out the pass nicely. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Antetokounmpo comes in for Harrison Barnes. Vassell, he's checked in for Keldon Johnson. And it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. So on the floor for Utah, Markkanen and Kessler man the post positions. Then it's George, and it's Hendricks in at the three. The three from George sinks the three-pointer.
That's 2 triples for him. 1 in the first, 1 in the second.
Outside Harper. Inside. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And Wembanyama throws it down.
A huge part of Wembanyama's game, his ability to just devour the glass on both ends.
Giannis against Markkanen. Kessler screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's another rebound.
And he's having as dominant a game on the board as you'll ever see. He might set a new franchise record.
He's controlling this game with his rebounding alone. If he breaks the single game record, he's setting a very, very high bar. Pass to Sensabaugh. They double him with Wembanyama. Back to Kessler. Here's Sensabaugh. No good on the three.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of...
Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
Down low, it's tipped. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Harper. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama's got assist number 7 for him tonight. To the paint. Here's Kessler. Pulls in another board.
Boy, this guy plays hard, acting like every board is his.
Would you believe he's tied the team record for most rebounds in a game? I mean, this is unbelievable.
Smart bucket by Castle. Get out and run.
Jazz trail by 13. Pass to George. Markkanen sets the pick for George. Here's Kessler. Back to George. 5 to shoot. Kessler a screen on Harper to stop the drought. And the layup good by Kessler.
Individually, he's trying to lift the team. You've got to love the effort, but thus far, not getting over the top.
Inside, here's Wembanyama. Antetokounmpo finds Castle. Off target from outside. Utah has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Pass to Kessler. Outside, George. Here's Sensabaugh. Drills the three-pointer. Sensabaugh's got it back down to single digits for Utah.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
Wembanyama passes to Harper. Wembanyama sets a screen for Harper. Giannis outside. Back to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
George passes to Markkanen. And stolen by Vassell. Here's Harper. Outside, Wembanyama. Markkanen against Antetokounmpo. Now Vassell. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Raises up. Kessler pulls it down. Jazz trail by 10. Here's Markkanen. Now Kessler, and stolen by Wembanyama. 5-on-3 break. Antetokounmpo. Oh, what a play inside.
Making plays for others, Wembanyama.
Utah has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Kessler setting the pick for Markkanen. Now George. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Now Castle. Wembanyama sets a screen for Castle. Now onto the Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Tosses it up. Markkanen pulls it down. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Here's Kessler. Outside George. Lets loose a 3. And rebounds again.
Another board, and he's set the franchise record for rebounds in a game. What an absolute vacuum he's been tonight.
He's inhaled any and every miss off the glass. Great performance to write his name in the team record books.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
George. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. So it's the Spurs now. Antetokounmpo. Another chance here. And there's the dunk.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Here's Hendricks. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce.
Giannis, when your group is...
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Hart.